wrestler and WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And I listen to the American Adversaries. Tough guy.
All right. We're back. Thanks for being with us tonight, folks. Beautiful Sunday evening here in Central Florida. 407-774-8255. I am Chris Aubrey Kahn, Johnny Guns, Lucas Paris, who now has the periscope back up on his head. I didn't notice it, but Johnny Guns had it up and running on his head.
It was the first ever Johnny scope.
Yeah.
How do you keep your head straight all that time? My neck hurts now.
Read. I read.
All right. Jeff Simmons is on the bridge. We're in good hands. Aubrey, you wanted to read a little something before we went to the break.
Yeah, you know, how many of you remember the Dear Abby columns?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, here's a Dear Abby letter.
Ann Landers.
Yeah,
All right.
and her sister Ann Landers.
Yeah, Dear Abby, I've been married to my husband since college, but he's a liar and a cheat. He's cheated on me from the beginning, and when I confront him, he denies everything. What's worse, everyone knows that he cheats on me. It's so humiliating. Also, since he lost his job 14 years ago, he hasn't even looked for a new one. All he does all day is smoke cigars, cruise around, shoot the bull with his buddies while I have to work to pay the bills. Since our daughter went away to college, he hasn't even pretended to like me and even hints that I might be a lesbian. What should I do? Signed, Clueless. Dear Clueless, for crying out loud, grow up and dump him. Good grief, woman, think about it. You're running for President of the United States. You don't need him anymore.
Oh, dear God.
I didn't know Carly Fiorina. Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, gosh. Oh,
Wait,
no.
what?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Well, obviously.
You need some tabs.
Yeah, he can shooting the bull brings in the bucks though too, right?
Yeah, $500,000 a time. Yeah.
Yeah, like that deal with the charitable foundation. Now this could actually be a crime because the woman, and I'll pull out the story here in a minute, but the woman solicited Bill Clinton to accept an award.
For $500,000 donation.
Well, basically,
right.
that was the stipulation, that he would accept the award and appear at the event for that donation. The problem is she was taking money that was donated to her. This was for tsunami relief, that she was supposed to be building houses and stuff like that. So Bill Clinton basically took $500,000 that could have been used for tsunami relief.
It was supposed to go with Clinton to Haitian relief, right? But we all know the Haitian...
No, that's a whole different one. That's a whole nother one.
But isn't his foundation, that's one of the big things of his foundation, right?
Yeah, well, but like I said, but if we can sit here and talk about this stuff until we're blue in the face, but for a lot of people, it may not matter.
Well, here's another thought.
What's that?
Do you remember that when Hillary lost to Obama, what happened to all the campaign funds she had amassed? They went into the Democrat pockets to support Obama.
No, I believe no. She was broke. She was actually in debt. He had to get her out of debt. At least that's how the story went.
Theory. All right, that's the theory.
Well, I don't doubt that was true.
But here's the thing. So much money is going into the foundation.
Yeah.
Right? So she doesn't have to do much campaign fundraising. So if she doesn't win the nomination, she can declare a loss, get a tax write-off.
No, well, I highly doubt that. As a matter of fact,
don't put it past them.
The New York Times article today talking about how one of the Clinton, I didn't bring the article with me, but I forget the Clinton, the Clinton operative's name, but there's a Clinton operative who's going around the country lining up the big donors. And basically, I'm sure they're using semi-extortionist tactics.
Semi?
Yeah, but the bottom line is she will be well-funded. Let's just put it that way. The Clintons are money-making money magnets. Let's put it that way. Not money-making machines, but they're money magnets. And there will be plenty of money should she choose to stay in this thing. But as I said, their strategy is they already, let's just put it this way. Who knows better than anyone else what the Clinton Foundation has been up to? The Clintons, right?
One would think.
Yeah, okay. So,
But they'll
know,
destroy the server again.
They know the potential of scandal that is out there. So what they are doing is, this is something they did with Chelsea when they were raising Chelsea Clinton. Every evening at the dinner table, they would basically gird her against the attacks that were coming. They would say, listen, Chelsea, you are going to hear these things be said about your father and me, your mother. Okay, you need to prepare yourself. You need to be ready for it. You need to ignore it. You know us better than that. You know us better than anybody else. You know our true hearts, our true nature. it's the same routine they're giving to the American public right now. And what I'm telling you is, and the polls are demonstrating this, that for 45 to 47% of the people, the 47% that maybe Mitt Romney was talking about, it's going to work. It's going to work.
Well, they're going to vote for her whichever way it goes, right?
Right. Exactly. And so the Republicans need to recognize that and need to do something about it. Their choices are going to be, however, limited with those people. They need to go for the people who will be weak supporters of hers. And there will be a few who will be out there. Oddly enough, they may be the least likely ones that you would think that the Republicans could go after. That, or perhaps they should suggest that Rand Paul run as a third party. You may think that that's outrageous and crazy.
It'll split the vote, which is what they want.
That's what that's what the Democrats want. Exactly. Yeah. So, you know, if they know they got 47%, they can have two choices, okay? Try to make sure the other guy gets less than 47%.
Right.
Or try to put yourself at 50% plus one.
It's easier to do a split and get another Ross Perot.
I was going to say, which is going to be easier.
A third party.
Right, which will be easier for the Clintons.
Right.
So, and the Republicans may be playing right into that trap. When we come back, we'll talk about the Republican side of all of this political professional wrestling going on right here in front of us. But Hillary, she's going to continue just to float around like a little butterfly, just lighting here and there and smiling and waving at the cameras and then flittering off when the questions get too tough. And believe you me, that is a planned strategy, and it will be an effective strategy to some extent. All right, when we come back, well, as I said, we'll have our Who Was That contest tonight. We'll talk about the Republican side of the game here, all about the game, knowing how to play it. And don't forget, later on, Sonny's going to join us, WTF News with Johnny Gunn. All that's coming up in the third hour. And more of your conversation if you'd like to join in at 407-774-8255, because once again, we are here and we are live.